A very warm welcome, friends and family, on this Friday. And yet again, what are we all doing today? What have we been thinking about, focusing upon? Because you know the saying, where thoughts go, energy flows and life grows. Now, we can take this so casually, but it has such a deep impact on our lives, on our well being, relationships, and everything on the outside. Whatever we think about, we bring about. Now, saying that, it's not to be hard on oneself, but it's about if you're wanting a positive change in life, it all begins with the inner work. So, today I wanted to share with you actually something that I've shared a few days ago, I think it was 2 days ago, on how the impact of our discomfort in our health affects our mental state of being and everything on the outside, actually. And what we spoke about was the relationship between the brain, our thinking, and the stomach, more specifically your digestive system. There's an interesting link between the assimilation of nutrients and how it affects our thinking. And when we're in a flux in life, so when we're going through a challenge more demanding than maybe a small challenge, it could be something major, the constant worrying and fear behind it, the undertone is actually fear, actually gets knotted in the stomach area. All the emotions gets into the our system. You know how we say, trust your gut feel. Now it's exactly that. When there's a overwhelmment of emotions, your digestion slows down, your whole health starts to deteriorate, and it can actually lead to anxiety and depression. And so the sooner we nip it in the bud, the more healthier we will become, the more happier we will feel, and actually attract abundance in life. And that flow of balance between the stomach and the brain has a link between your finances in your life. As crazy as it may seem, but there is such a link between the three aspects of our life. And so the big question is, how now do I balance my system? There is no hard and fast rules. It's very much a journey of unpacking. And definitely I can tell you I've experienced this myself, hence I'm sharing this and the tools that helped me. And so the first step is to firstly acknowledge how you are feeling. So often we look at external satisfactions in life, whether it is watching a good movie, it is going out with a friend, indulging in food, ice cream or chocolate, it may be. Anything on the external is there to curb the emotion, but it's actually short lived. And so, if you, like me, are wanting a long term solution rather than a quick fix, here's a few tools that might assist you. If you're finding you need more assistance, if it's been a chronic situation, you're welcome then to connect with me. So, number one, and these are things that I have been doing and I still do it up to today. So, step number one is acknowledgement of where I am emotionally, physically, financially, socially. I need to do a self check to see where am I at. And here again, please do not judge yourself, criticize, or analyze yourself. Be kinder and observer to yourself, because the bigger picture is you have the answers within yourself. It's just we entangled by everything that's happening, and it can be overwhelming. And so, yes, going back to the steps, number one is to step back and observe your thinking, your emotions, and how you're feeling in your body. Am I taking supplements or medication? Do a self check, because if you are taking a whole lot of stuff, it's time to just reflect and ask yourself, do I need all of this? Because sometimes by implementing with the supplements and all the medication, we are actually um, overtaxing the system, and we need a breathing space, and then maybe yes, go back to it. But the body needs a cleanse, the mind is needing a cleanse, especially in the transition of our lives that we are at the very moment. And so step 3 would be to look at what are you eating. What is your intake of liquids, what are your meals like. And you find that the size of your fist actually, this is the amount of food that we should be eating. Now, I'm saying this and I'm contradicting myself because I tend to have quite a large appetite. Um, but it's the energy of the mind that works so constantly, and especially with energy work, I find that I tend to eat quite a lot. But I've changed my diet quite a bit, and so I'm trying to manage that. So I'm really speaking from experience that watch what you are eating, and also to add colors to your food. So the vegetables, have your fruit, have your quantities. You can have whatever you're having, but introduce colors to your food. Your broccoli, your carrots, your baby marrows, your dal, your yellow dal, your colors of your food actually enhances your immune system. Now, experiment. There's, as I said, there is no hard and fast rules. Please experiment. And lots of deep breathing, because breathing oxygenates the body, energizes the cells in the body. If you just stop and do some deep inhaling and exhaling, you'll actually feel where the knot or the tension is in your body. And then you just continue breathing. And for me, the most important thing is time to reflect. So, some meditation time to think productively, to think present thoughts. So often we think about yesterday or months ago or the past. If we're not thinking about the past, we're thinking about the future, which will lead to anxiety. And so it is so, so important to be in the present moment, to think and feel what is happening right now. Because we cannot change whatever's happened, we can learn from it. And the important thing is it's time to move forward. And the big one is to work on the value of yourself. How do you value yourself? Do you respect your true self? Because when you start respecting who you really are, your relationships will change. People who are no longer meant to be in your space, who is in alignment with your higher values, will actually step away, or you will move away. Yes, initially it's the whole adjustment, but in retrospect, you will see the value in that. And another a big contribution to self-worth and self-respect is going out into nature, being amongst the trees, being or taking a walk along the beach side actually re-energizes the mind. It actually balances out the left brain thinkers and the right brain thinkers. And so that's such a beautiful aspect to explore. And so these are some of the things that I've implemented that has helped. Oh, and yes, a very big one is if you find that you're a personality that generally you are a very assertive person, a very strong personality, and that's due to life's experiences. You could have hardened yourself. Then you do need somebody to facilitate where you are at the moment in order to move forward positively. I found that a big positive in life. Someone who you can trust, who's non-judgmental, who's just there to help rather than judging. And so a lot has been said. I'd love for you to do a self-check on yourself, and if you found this valuable, please connect with me, Prishana Bhima, on my Facebook page. Prashana Bima, or the Soul Sanctuary Durban. You're welcome to comment or message me, and we could engage in a very productive conversation. And so, saying that, have a positive, fulfilled day forward. And until we connect again, love and light. Bye for now.